The city was alive with noise on New Year's Eve, but out here on the frozen lake, everything was silent. The cabin sat alone on the northern shore of Lake Harrow, miles from the nearest road. No electricity, no cell service, just a wood stove, oil lamps, and a wide, frozen expanse stretching into the dark. People came here to escape the countdowns, the parties, the forced cheer. This year, the cabin had only one guest. The guest arrived just before sunset on December 31st. A single duffel bag, a bottle of whiskey, and a folding chair. The ritual was simple. Sit on the ice at midnight, watch the distant glow of the city's fireworks on the horizon, drink until the new year felt real. The temperature was brutal, 20 below, wind slicing across the lake like a blade. The ice groaned occasionally, deep and low, the way old houses settle. But it was thick, safe. It had held trucks before. At 11:45 p.m., the guest carried the chair out onto the lake, set it down 100 yards from shore, and sat facing south. The city was a faint smear of light on the edge of the world. No other souls in sight. 11:50. The wind died completely. The silence became heavy, almost physical. 11:55. The first firework rose far away, a tiny spark climbing the sky, blooming red and gold. Then another, green, blue. The show had begun. The guest poured a drink, raised the glass to the empty night. "To forgetting," the voice said softly. 11:59. The distant fireworks intensified, painting the low clouds in shifting colors. The ice reflected them faintly, turning the frozen surface into a dark mirror. Then something strange happened. A firework launched from the lake itself, not from the shore, not from the city, from directly beneath the chair. A single rocket shot upward through the ice. No crack, no hole, just straight up from below, trailing blue sparks. It burst overhead in a perfect starburst, showering silent embers that vanished before touching the surface. The guest didn't move. Another followed, then another. Each one rising silently from under the ice, exploding above in brilliant, impossible colors. Midnight struck. The city's display reached its climax, dozens of shells at once, thundering faintly across the miles. But on the lake, something different began. The fireworks from below grew larger, closer together. They weren't rising randomly anymore. They were forming a pattern, a countdown. 10. A massive golden shell burst high above. 9. A ring of white stars. 8. Red comets spiraling inward. The guest finally stood. The chair remained. 7. 8. 9. The ice began to glow from beneath, soft at first, then brighter. Not reflected light. Something down there was burning. 4. 5. 6. The glow became intense. Shapes moved in it, long, dark silhouettes gliding just under the surface. 1. The final firework from below didn't burst upward. It burst downward. A blinding white bloom erupted beneath the ice, illuminating everything for a frozen second. In that flash, the guest saw them. Hundreds of figures standing on the lakebed, far below, all facing up, all reaching. Then darkness returned. The city fireworks ended. The horizon went black. The ice was silent again. The chair was empty. Out on the lake, a single bottle of whiskey stood upright in the snow that had begun to fall, unopened. The cabin door was still locked from the inside. The duffel bag sat untouched by the stove. And every year since, on New Year's Eve, people driving past Lake Harrow report seeing something strange. Just after midnight, when the distant city fireworks fade, a new display begins out on the ice. Beautiful, silent, and always ending with one final burst. A perfect, brilliant white star, right where the chair used to be. If this story sent a chill through you, hit that like button to let me know, and subscribe to Shadowline for more darkness every week. Because some traditions aren't meant to be broken. See you in the new year.